Good morning, Aquarius. I wish you lovely bright days because your energy sucks. I'm not gonna lie. You had this last time I did it one of your readings where I was just an emotional wreck. Like so much water in your energy. It's very over emotional, and whether this is you or it's somebody that you're dealing with, but the energy that's coming through is like I'm a hot mess. I'm just crying at everything. Uh, wasn't able to sleep very well last night as well, so I don't know if that's relevant to any of you. Obviously, if you're not sleeping well, that is going to affect your mental health, your ability to keep your emotions in check. So something there for somebody. What else do I have? Smoking. I keep picking up on someone who's trying to give up on smoking. I don't know what you're smoking because I'm getting through um well, I'm just going to say I've lit a dragon's blood joss stick for you, and the other joss sticks that I ordered at the same time that both came in time for your reading was opium. So obviously nobody's smoking opium because we're not Victorians, but mainly I'm just going to talk about smoking. Somebody's smoking and they are trying to give up, but I think when they get stressed or overwhelmed or over emotional, that is their vice that they fall back on. I think they feel quite guilty about it when they do. Just know that I'm getting the message through that you're doing well, and keep persevering with it. You've got this. You've got this. If you know what, if you smoke and you're like, I love smoking, I'm happy with my life choices, then that's fine. This isn't a message for you. This is specifically for someone who knows that they want to look after their health better. They're trying to be healthier and make healthier choices, and they are trying to give up. And yeah, this is someone who's really trying really hard there. So keep going. The universe has got your back. What else am I getting? What does that say? Days. I don't know why I wrote days down, but I have. Work. Some of you may not be able to sleep because you've got some kind of anxiety over work. I did get a dream about work, like a work anxiety dream. So that could be something for somebody. Perhaps with COVID, you're not quite sure how, everything's a bit up in the air. You're not quite sure how things are going to work in the future. Something like this. There may be some changes. Now, I didn't get a lot through intuitively for you, Aquarius, so I don't have very many intuitive messages other than the things that came through with the songs that I was listening to this morning. And now, buckle your seatbelts, guys, brace yourselves, get your tea, get your coffee, get your snacks, because it's difficult energy. And now I always ask for the most important messages to come through for the people who need them the most. So if this isn't your message, if you're kind of fine, then these messages aren't for you. Just skip straight ahead to the reading, the cards. There may be something in there for you. Some of you... Okay, what I'm getting through, and I'm just going to jump straight into it. What I'm getting through is that somebody is stuck in a relationship where things have changed, or they're realizing things about the relationship that they've not realized before. Now, there's no coincidence that I kind of randomly ended up watching a video on YouTube that was called 11 Warning Signs of Gaslighting Entangled by Cinema Therapy. Now, I'm going to link this in the description box below, and I strongly encourage you to go and check it out. If you're not quite sure what gaslighting is, or you just like Tangled, go and check it out because it is a strong message for somebody. I'm not, I kind of have a vague idea of what gaslighting is, but I think it really helps to go and watch the video and see it broken down into exactly what these people are doing, because basically it's an emotionally abusive relationship. It's a very controlling relationship where the person makes you feel like they need you, like they can't live without you, they kind of lose a lot of confidence in this relationship. They feel very insecure. They feel like they mess up and they need this other person because this other person is like, it's gaslighting. It's like a creation of codependentness within a relationship where a person loses a lot of self-worth. It's horrible. It's really horrible. So do go and check that out. Strongly recommend everybody do it. And if it's not your thing and it's not your situation, then there's nobody. I mean, it doesn't have to be a relationship. It could be anyone in your life. Like, you know, it doesn't have to be a romantic partner. It can be a mother, a father, a sibling, a colleague at work, somebody who's always criticizing. It creates a lot of confusion as well, because they might tell you you're brilliant, but the thing that they compliment is like the thing that benefits them. So it might be someone like, oh, you're so sexy, because they want to have sex with you, right? But other times they're just really, really critical, and they break down your confidence, so that the only thing that you value in yourself is the thing that benefits them. Go and watch the video. What else? So definitely getting somebody who's reassessing a relationship. I think some of you, again, I could be talking to one of you, I could be talking to a couple of you, so there's variations on what's going on here. Some of you have found a healthy relationship outside of the abusive relationship, because, you know, if you look at Tangled, she finds Flynn Rider, and she's able to see that the world isn't quite as Mother Gothel kind of made her think it was. So there's something to that there. Now, the songs that were coming through, you got Misery by Millington. Again, so very, very emotional, very actually emotionally painful stuff coming through for your reading today. Misery by Millington. It's all right if you don't feel the way you did before. I just feel like I don't know you anymore. So it's like suddenly something's changed in the relationship, and it's like I don't feel the same way about you as I did in the beginning. It's not. Do you see what I mean? Then I got a series of cards falling out as I was listening to that song. I got the Father of Cups, the Queen of Cups, the Father is the King, the King of Cups, the Queen of Cups, the King of Pentacles, the Son of Pentacles, and the Daughter of Cups. Now we've got quite a lot of cups and quite a lot of pentacles, so there could be something to do with blended families here, or somebody could have a relationship where it's like father, mother, two children, boy and girl, but there's this third energy coming in, this third like this. No, it's not a third energy, it's a fifth energy. It's really seeming like somebody's stepping out of a relationship, or they want to, and it's coming through as quite painful, quite torturous. I got Yellow Through by Coldplay, which is a very emotive song for me. It's one of my favourite songs. It gets me every time. You got Illicit Affairs by Taylor Swift, again, very painful. You got Shades of Cool by Lana Del Rey. So you're getting it again. I feel like I'm in some kind of time warp. I feel like I've done this reading already, and I was trying to look back and find out who it was for. I feel like it was definitely towards the tail end of the zodiac, so probably Sag, Cappy, Aquarius, Pisces, one of those. But I couldn't find the exact reading, so a lot of repetitive stuff coming through here. All this stuff about colours. You've got Yellow by Coldplay, right? I wrote a song for you. It was Yellow. Taylor Swift says, "You showed me colours you know I can't see with anyone else." Lana Del Rey says, "My baby lives in shades of blue. I'm one of many. One is blue." So there's all this stuff about colours coming through here. Perhaps somebody's an artist, perhaps somebody, or a makeup artist, or perhaps somebody works with colours somehow. Or perhaps it's almost like the colours representing different relationships in your life. Perhaps one's like golden for you. I kind of got Golden Boys by I want to say Vera Lynn, but I don't think it's Vera Lynn. I will look it up and put it in the description box down below for you. So it's like maybe one relationship that's this golden relationship for you, where it's like you've realized that this is actually a healthy relationship, as opposed to a relationship that's very controlling and emotionally abusive. I don't like talking about this. This isn't the reading that I want to do. I want to be doing a gorgeous, like, everything's happy and perfect and everybody's falling in love and it's getting married and it's lovely. But it's my job to, it's not my job. The reason why I'm doing this is because people tell me it helps them. And because I think sometimes people need to hear stuff. And it helps sometimes to hear stuff from a stranger on the internet. And I know that there's something to this. I know that I'm getting things. I can see the patterns. I'll say something and then there's other readers saying the exact same thing, or I'll say something and there'll be something in the news. Oh, what happened the other day? It happens all the time. I kind of don't even take note of it anymore. Well, you've got Taylor Swift coming through today, and she's just literally just announced a new album. But it's things like this that happen. But I'll pick on it up on it before it's in the news. I was getting all stuff about life on Mars and aliens the other day, and then everybody started going on about this Galactic Federation. So it's like I almost predict what's in the news sometimes. So this might just be a celebrity. It might be later on today. There'll be some kind of celebrity scandal where it's like, this person gaslighted me. I don't know. But it's always something. It always turns out to be something. So sorry, I'm just having a little mental crisis about my own insecurities and the reason why I'm doing this. But I truly believe I'm getting messages through because somebody needs to hear it, and it'll help them process. Sometimes, quite honestly, I feel like the universe is gaslighting me and keeping me in confusion. Right, okay, so let me just shuffle a few things around for you because I need to get you a reading. The big planets, I'm telling everybody this, the big planets Jupiter and Saturn have been in Capricorn for bloody ages, teaching us big life lessons. They're about to move into Aquarius, your sign, on the 17th and the 19th of December. They align on the 21st of December, which is a major event because it hasn't happened for 800 years. So you may find that there's kind of a big shift. It's almost like Age of Aquarius. You may feel like things ease a little bit. You get over those big life lessons, the challenges that the universe throws at your feet. Things may start to ease. You may be feeling a bit more innovative. There may be more communication. It'll feel like a sigh of relief, or like things are moving. Again, you could be majorly affected by this because they're about to move into your sign, which perhaps is why I'm getting this really, really difficult energy. Like something's been really hard for you and you're very emotional about it. Perhaps something's ending for you. It's very, very emotional, but things will get better. Things can only get better. I think that came through for Capricorn yesterday. What else? I think that might be it for my random waffle. So let's play this song off. I've just been watching last week's reading there, so I'll get rid of that. Just catching up, and I was like, oh yeah, I remember the Aquarius making me cry last week as well. So just pulling up Spotify because I want to randomise a song for you on camera. Now, just to kind of explain my process, sometimes I ask for songs in answer to questions that I have, or clarification through songs. I always feel like the songs mean something, so I randomise on Spotify quite a lot. That's kind of my process. I also channel songs. So I feel like whatever we randomise here will have some sort of meaning to one of the Aquarians watching. So let's randomise on Spotify. What is going to be your song, Aquarius? What I was trying to say is I never handpick the songs. The songs that I put through in the description box, they're never something that I cultivate myself to explain what I want to say. Everything that comes through comes from outside sources, and I interpret it and put it out there. There's no kind of crafting on my part of the messages that come through. Right, let's go.
In a time when our homes mean more to us.
We got an advert, of course we did. I'm going to let the advert play and pause, and then we'll come back. But you look like Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas Is You. There you go, yeah. All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey. I don't wanna love for Christmas. It's like definitely one of my top Christmas songs. I remember being in school. I was looking at teacher training, and I was getting experience in a school, and I was a teaching assistant, and the kids were having like a school disco on one of the last days of term before Christmas, and they were all in the hall, and me and another teacher and the school secretary were all like looking through the doors at the kids all dancing, and that song came on, and sort of when the music really picks up, all three of us just kind of like, without talking about it, just intuitively all just started dancing like crazy. Like me and these other two teaching staff, and the kids like stopped and looked, and one of them was like, "The teachers are dancing," and they just went crazy. It was like one of my best moments from teaching. It was so fun. Right, okay. So all I want for Christmas is you. So sweet. So maybe somebody's feeling like this about you. I don't know. Right, I'm going to pause. I'm going to tune into the energies properly, and we are going to pull some cards for you and see what we get. Back with you in a second, Aquarius. Okay, I'm just being reminded, because Aquarian energy, you are very much an inclusive sign. You care about diversity. I'm being reminded that it's Hanukkah today, so happy Hanukkah to those who celebrate Hanukkah, who don't celebrate Christmas. My channel is a very Aquarian channel. Everybody's welcome. Okay, let's go. I'm picking up the wrong deck. Where is my movie tarot? Where's my movie tarot? Why isn't it here? That's a bit strange. I wonder what that's trying to tell me. Maybe that I'm just a bit disorganised. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you wanted to watch a movie, you weren't able to watch the one you wanted. Perhaps your movie service, you know, your cable service or like a subscription service went down, perhaps. Yeah, maybe you just couldn't find the movie that you wanted to watch. Maybe it wasn't available. Something like that, perhaps. Perhaps you feel like you were in the movies, like something was playing out. It felt like a movie playing out. Perhaps you felt a bit like you were in third person. Right, okay. Who are the players, please, in Aquarius's reading today? Can I get the major players? So maximum of 4 cards, please. Major players. Someone's being secretive. Temperance being secretive there. Oh, I am sorry about my wrinkly fabric as well today. I spilt cookie and coffee juice on it yesterday. And yeah, I had to stick it through the wash and I was too lazy to iron it. Who else is in Aquarius's reading, please? Oh, so you could be dealing with the Sagittarius, possibly. Doesn't have to be that sign. It doesn't have to be male. You can switch the gender around as you need to. It's more about the meaning, the energy, the character of the cards. The Knight of Swords. Oh, that's somebody taking action or coming in with some kind of truth or news. It's quite a fast card. Oh, well, there you are. I'll take the Star. I've also got the King of Coins and the Ace of Cups, but I did ask for a maximum of 4, so I'm just going to see if they want one more card to give us here. Yeah, this is Aquarian energy. This is also air sign energy. Who else is involved? Oh, thank you. Then that came flying out. No surprises there because it's the Knight of Wands. Absolutely. One of the most fastest cards. You've actually got 2 of the fastest character cards in the tarot. The Emperor is on the underlying, so you may be dealing with a father figure. I'm just going to cover up his gun. Father figure. You may be dealing with a boss, some kind of person in authority, or you may have somebody up on a pedestal, or you may be sort of bossing up in your own life. You know, they're kind of showing me, because Tangled is the reference for this reading apparently, they're kind of showing me where she stands up to Mother Gothel at the end, where she's like, you know, I know what you've been doing. Yeah, so you might have to stand up to someone possibly. Okay, so Temperance. So I actually did watch, I haven't watched the full movie of this, but after getting this card a while back, I actually went and looked up a lot of the clips. So it's somebody... is it Shawshank Redemption? Yeah, Shawshank Redemption. Morgan Freeman as Alice Boyd in the Shawshank Redemption. Get back to the centre, away from extremes, to restore well-being and harmony. Read on saying goodbye to a friend. I have to remind myself that some birds aren't meant to be caged. And when they fly away, the part of you that knows it was a sin to lock them up does rejoice. But still, the place you live in is that much more drab and empty now they're gone. The Temperance card, yeah, it's a film about prisoners, life in a prison. One of them breaks out. The bird reference is there's an elderly, an old man in the prison, and he has these, I don't know if it's a series of birds, I think it might be one bird that he kind of has befriended and he's kept as his companion, and as he's about to be released from prison, he releases the bird, but it's quite symbolic. but he doesn't cope very well. He doesn't know how to survive outside of the prison. So it's like, again, it's coming through to me as this relationship where there's somebody who's very controlling, somebody who's created codependency, made this other person feel like they can't live outside the relationship without them. Maybe made this person feel like they're going a bit crazy or something. So the Temperance card here, the 2 cups, they symbolize somebody balancing out passion and emotion. So trying to stabilize the emotions and passions. Somebody definitely needs to do that because, as I say, like very, very over emotional. A lot of water in this reading today. Temperance then. Tell me about temperance. Okay. There we go. That's the one you wanted. The sustainer. Yeah, this is someone who's put a lot of work into something over time. It comes through very much as like 7 of Pentacles energy, King and Queen of Pentacles energy, where it's like somebody who, it's like the person who plants the seeds, tends the plants, watches them grow, reaps the harvest, does it again the next year. It's the person who puts the work in, who makes things happen, somebody who's good at practical, tangible things. So let's read the sustainer and tell us what, and see what the book has to tell us about this person. The peacemaker, the upholder, the preserver. The sustainer, the second archetype in the trio of existence, works behind the scenes, tending to the tasks of life. They cultivate gardens, pay bills, keep the meals warm and the mouths sweetly fed. The sustainer is at peace in the process of life, knowing there is no start or finish to humble yet meaningful tasks. They have a natural inclination to nourish others, to achieve, to preserve Earth's resources, to consider environmental impact, to see their role. Sorry, I can't speak all of a sudden. To see their role in the divine cycle of life. It's common for the sustainer to become overworked, leading to resentment. Their tasks aren't glamorous, and therefore the sustainer rarely receives the credit or attention. The sustainer longs to hold things in place so badly, especially relationships, that they resist necessary change. Take time with this archetype. It is within us all and needs our love. I have got such strong deja vu right now, and I know full honesty, I watched one of Awakening to Spirits readings, and she had this weird thing where she had this deja vu in her reading too. So I'm not making this up. I feel like it always frustrates me when it happens to her first and then it happens to me, but sometimes I say things and then she'll put a video up and it'll say the same thing. But like genuinely huge deja vu. I feel like I've already done this reading. It's the weirdest feeling. I mean, I've read this on camera before, but like the songs that came through, all the different colours, I feel like that's come through before. The sustainer longs to hold things in place so badly, especially relationships, that they resist necessary change. If you're in a relationship and you're basically being gaslighted, it's like you want to sustain it. It's not in your nature to this is really hard. It's not in your nature to like let things fail or to end things. You want to keep putting the work in. You want to fix the situation, but sometimes somebody could be taking advantage of you if they are out doing their own thing, or I don't know. I'm just going to tell you the things that I'm getting. I was getting what's it called? Ozark. A scene from Ozark where he's been putting a lot of work into the relationship, and he kind of fantasizes. He doesn't actually do it. He has this fantasy of going out and picking up a prostitute in his car, and she is sat there and she's going, and it really turns her on that he puts all this, that he's so reliable, that he's so grounded, that he's so dependable, because perhaps she hasn't had that. So to her, she finds that really, really sexy, but it's in his head. I mean, I'm sure someone, why wouldn't you? Come on, girls, why wouldn't you find that sexy? The person that is dependable. So I don't know why the things come through that come through, but I'm going to say what comes through. Abundant, generous, supportive, reliable. When dark, overworked, resentful, trapped and tired. Trapped. Go deeper. Lakshmi, Vishnu and Demeter. Take note of the difference between maintaining and sustaining. Which action describes your life more accurately? Are you maintaining or are you sustaining? Contemplate what truly sustains you. Make a list. Notice how simple yet powerful those things are and spend some time tending them. Where are you putting in the work? Well, whoever this temperance energy is, again, could be Sagittarius, doesn't have to be. This person is coming through as being quite balanced or trying to balance out emotion and passion. They're very, very grounded. So they've got 3 of the suits already here. They're showing as very, very stable, or trying to be very, very stable. Putting a lot of work into sustaining some kind of relationship, I feel, or sustain. It could be sustaining work, I don't know, but definitely putting a lot of work into something and perhaps feeling very, very underappreciated and trapped by it. Again, could be some kind of codependency here. So tell me about the Knight of Swords. What's the Knight of Swords then, please? No, I'm thinking about the star, so concentrate on the Knight of Swords. Why is the Knight of Swords here, please? Tell me about the Knight of Swords, please. The kiss. Now, I don't know who this is. It's having a bit of trouble focusing. I don't know who this is. You might have to tell me who this is. It doesn't say in the book who all the knights are and things like that. I don't think. I can double check. It sort of says who some are and then not others. Knights. Oh yeah, okay. Numi Rapace in Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. It's funny that I've got the Dragon's Blood joss stick burning. I haven't seen the girl in the Dragon's with the Dragon Tattoo, so maybe I need to watch that, or I think it's a book as well, right? So maybe that's some kind of reference for you there. There's no quotes attached to it, to these cards in the book. It's just a major arcana. So here's a connection. So it could be that you've made a connection with an air sign, with another air sign, or this could be you making a connection with somebody else. Perhaps it's quite secretive with the moon there. This looks like an eye. Perhaps you're looking at other people who have healthy, happy relationships and you're thinking, why can't I have that? Or how do they do that? The kiss. Why are they showing me? The nectar is on the underlying. I'm taking it. I just got the urge to look at the underlying. So I think they wanted me to take it. But especially because if you notice, this also has a very similar shape to it. It looks like an iris. So it's like it's almost like 2 sides of the same coin, right? So I'm going to read both. This one as well looks like an eye. What is this? Could be something to do with somebody's eyes. I feel like that was Pisces got something about eyes a while back. Perhaps you've got Pisces cusp or Pisces placement, or you're dealing with a Pisces. I do get a lot of crossover towards the end of the zodiac. The kiss. No, this is what it's meant to be. Right, okay. Sorry. I know how to take the cards because I'm an intuitive reader. I don't just read the cards. I use my intuition as well. So I'm guided to how to read the cards. So I feel like that is that. Right, the kiss. If you read it differently, that's absolutely fine. Take it as you read it. You trust your intuition. As I say, it is a general reading, so there's something in here for everybody. The touch, the chemistry, the sex. Before a first kiss, the air is electrified. Every breath is alive with possibility and magic. What will their lips be like? Their tongue? Do they want me in return? The archetypal energy of the kiss is a heightened sensation of merging with other, of letting in what was moments ago separate. Two become one. It is risky but beautiful business. These moments forever change us as we move past the solitary self towards union and acceptance. Acceptance, right? Key word there. Because the reason why I'm saying it's a key word is because I'm picking up on that kind of gaslighting and somebody who perhaps is quite... It's like character assassination within a relationship. Somebody who's very, very critical, somebody who breaks down somebody's confidence. So when you find a different relationship where somebody accepts you, especially accepting your faults, accepting you for exactly who you are, that will definitely make you question a relationship where you have felt constantly criticised, constantly put down, constantly rejected and devalued. Because this person was feeling devalued, right? This card suggests blah blah blah. This card suggests true intimacy is around the corner, which requires bravery and surrender. When the kiss takes a non-human form, it may be experienced as touching the sacred, hearing a whisper, or being graced by a divine being. You will recognize the presence of the kiss by cold chills and an awakening of the heart. When light, sexual expressiveness, merging, inviting. When dark, neediness, pressure, dominance, and disrespect. Go deeper. Andy Warhol's 1963 film Kiss. Intimacy is multi-layered and requires our reflection. Revisit what you consider to be sensual, taboo, acceptable, and shameful. So revisit your existing ideas about those things. Sensual, taboo, acceptable, shameful. You know, people would say, oh, if you're married, affairs are bad. You must sustain the relationship forever. But what happens if you realise after marrying somebody and being with them for some time that they are actually gaslighting you and that they're emotionally manipulative and they've broken down your confidence to such a point that you feel like you can't exist in the outside world without them? It's emotional abuse. So what happens if you're in an emotionally abusive relationship and then someone else comes along who makes you feel valued and loved and accepted for exactly who you are, and you feel connected? Like, so what is right and what is wrong in that situation, right? There's always grey areas, Aquarius. Intimacy is multi-layered and requires our reflection. Revisit what you consider to be sensual, taboo, acceptable, and shameful. Write down the story of your first kiss. What changed in that moment? Right, the Star and Nectar. So, the Star. Another movie I haven't seen. Judy Garland as Esther Blodgett. Esther Hoffman Howard in A Star is Born. Remember, there is always darkness before the dawn. So if you're struggling, darkness before the dawn. Esther Hoffman Howard, reaching for an opportunity she knows she would make the most of. You see how long it's taken to get this far. Now all I need is just a little luck. Just a little luck. They're telling me, what's the name of that movie? Because I'm hearing A Star is Born. Yeah, it's A Star is Born. This is almost telling me that, okay, two ways of reading this. So either this is some kind of rebirth of you. Perhaps you were this energy, but you're moving into this energy, because if you are leaving a situation, again, it doesn't have to be a romantic partnership. It doesn't have to be a marriage. It could be a family member, a co-worker, right? But you are recognizing perhaps you're feeling undervalued for the work you put in, and you're starting to realize that there's some kind of problem there. And this is like refinding your own confidence, and feeling like you can step out into the world and shine your light. Be authentic, be confident, because you've got some kind of self-acceptance now, which I feel has been this feeling of self-confidence and self-respect and realizing that you can do things, I think has come through this connection. Now, whether this connection is a flash in the pan, possibly with this Knight of Wands here, whether it's not going to go anywhere, the fact that this person loves you, that this person perhaps found you attractive if you didn't feel attractive, or that this person valued something in you that you didn't value in yourself, or that you were told not to value in yourself. It's like, whatever happens to this relationship, that's something unlocked in you now. You've realised something, you've kind of had a light bulb moment. For others of you, the Star, I mean, it is your energy, Aquarius. You could literally be in the spotlight. You could have a lot of attention on you at the moment. You could be some kind of performer. Another way of reading it is that this is something that represents your goals, your ambitions, your dreams, something that you're aiming for, a wish, right? The Star can represent a wish, where you feel motivated to move towards, where you feel led towards. It's also, again, another very, very healing energy. The Star normally, as this one balances out fire and water, the Star normally balances out earth and water. So again, you've got fire, earth, and water here, and you've got all this all the suits of the tarot, all the aspects of the self here. So again, you could be an emperor in the making, whether you're male or female or non-binary. So yeah, so this could be something you're aiming for. So take it as it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But I feel like this card is meant to be here, because I really strongly felt like, look at the bottom of the deck, and they all look like eyes. So again, it could be, the eyes could be here to represent because you find somebody's eyes very attractive, or it could be here to represent your eyes have been opened, you've seen something clearly. Funny again, Capricorn, I don't know if I'm just getting a lot of cuspers. Capricorn also had I can see clearly now the rain has gone. So yeah, it's like you were in the box, right? Because these are circles. This should be a circle, but it's a box. So it's like you were in the box. The boundaries have gone. You're out of the box, like Rapunzel going out of the tower, right? And then she sees the world for what it is. So this is kind of like the veil's lifted from your eyes, perhaps. Okay. Longest readings ever. The medicine, the elixir, the garden. In Hindu mythology, there is a miraculous substance known as amrit, or nectar, that contains infinite healing power. Didn't I say that? Excuse me. This golden nectar, I got golden boys, remember? This golden nectar, or sacred elixir, is the drink of immortality, and like its sister substance, I can't speak, soma, is known to activate subtle intelligent forces that ease the mind, body, and spirit. Though esoteric, these images lead us to the central energy of this archetype, the sweet, potent, heavenly essence that lubricates our spirit back to life. The nectar card calls us to identify and relish in places, practices, people, and activities that regenerate and heal. Medicine is needed, and it comes in subtle forms that you may be overlooking. Seek the most sensuous, fragrant flower in the garden you have forgotten. Don't underestimate this remedy. It is said when someone has activated this substance within, it is reflected in their shimmering eyes. Say eyes. They are giving me She's the Last of the English Roses by Pete Dougherty. When light, glowing, relaxed, subtle illumination. When dark, fixation on fixing, aggressive approach to healing. Go deeper, The Wind, One Brilliant Day by Antonio Machado. Sense the nectar within you, dripping from the crown of the head and soothing the brain. Let it drip down the spine like sweet honey. Ooh, what are you up to, Aquarius? The nectar, the mystic, and the Aletheia cards are linked. It is the mystic who, like Krishna, turns the poison into nectar. And it is truth that can often serve as a potent elixir for healing. I didn't write it down. I got Poison as well. The acoustic version of Poison by Dua Lipa. I think it's like the first song that I listened to when I got up, and I just completely forgot to write it down. No, I have. It's right there at the bottom. I just didn't say it. Just to kind of prove it to you. My terrible handwriting. Still half asleep. The acoustic version of Poison by Dua Lipa. It's like choose your poison. Which poison are you going to choose? And your poison is going to be love. And if you're going to die by anything, like, why not die? Like, hypothetically, obviously. If you're going to pick a poison, love is a good poison to pick, I would say. You know, assuming you use protection, Knight of Wands, moving swiftly on here to the player of the tarot. Not always a player. I feel like if it's in reverse, it's a player, but this isn't. It's in the upright. So this is somebody who's very, very passionate, creative, pretty gorgeous, maybe very vivacious, maybe the sort of person who like catches everybody's eye. They've got a lot of energy. They are very a very attractive energy to be with. Sort of the person who kind of like is in the party going, let's go and do this, and everybody's like, yeah, that kind of energy. Could be Leo or a fire sign, possibly. You've got Sag there as well. Doesn't have to be. It's just the energy. We all move in and out of all the energies of the tarot. That's part of learning how to be a whole person, is like learning all the lessons. So it never has to be like the actual person on the card. So what do we want to know about the Knight of Wands then? Tell me about the Knight of Wands. This could be, I'm getting for a few signs, it's like this person turns into this person, and then this person turns into this person. So somebody who is logical turns into somebody who's passionate. It's like unlocking a different stage of yourself, possibly. Or this could literally be 4 different people, or 4 different aspects of the self. So take it however it resonates. Who is the Knight of Wands, please? Tell me about this Knight of Wands. Whoa! Well, that's a few too many. I feel like this is the one that I'm meant to take, though, the fault line. Also seeing the Queen, the Shadow, and the Flame there. That's showing itself the Vision. So I'm not going to read those cards because they all fell to the wayside. This is the one that kind of fell onto, so I keep trying to talk, but I'm getting a lot of messages intuitively as I'm trying to talk. The offering, yeah, somebody may need to offer to be of service. Now, I have something to say about this card, and I was waiting for the next time it came up to say it. I watched, yeah, okay, this relates to what I want to say about this. Sorry, I'm getting too many messages at once, so it's really hard for me to prioritize and organize. I'm sort of getting everything at once now. I watched Almost Famous. It's like a my video cut out. I must have hit the 40-minute mark. So I watched this Almost Famous film. There's a scene in it when a guy is like, let me just grab something. I don't know what I want to grab. Right, lipstick. So somebody might come to you, like in the scene, the guy goes, right, okay, right, what do you want? Do you want the thing that you can see? Or do you want the thing that you can't see? And he's saying everybody will always pick the thing that they can't see because it's mysterious, right? They want what they want the mysterious. And then he opens his hand, there's nothing in it. So for a message for somebody could be just be careful because there could be a Knight of Wands character. It's somebody who really fires you up, sparks your passions, but it could be that it's not going anywhere. So that is my head's hurting. That's a message for somebody. Stick to what you know would be the message of that case. So again, but if what you know is an abusive relationship, don't stick to that. So again, you've got to use your interpretation here because I'm getting loads of different storylines. So the next thing is somebody may have gone to a palm reader. You can see this hand here, and I was already picking this up from here. It's like like your lifeline on your hand. So somebody could have been to a palm reader. They could have told you something, perhaps about a character who's going to make you feel very passionate. So that is something for somebody. For others, this is literally a card about being of service. This person over here very much is like happy to be of service as long as they feel appreciated and valued. They're showing me that scene from Ozark again. The fault line. Okay, well, they're showing me something else now. Hang on, it's just coming in. Trying to get it. I watched Lost in Translation last night because the Lost in Translation card came out for Capricorn's reading, and I'd never seen it, and I've always meant to. When the film came out, I wanted to watch it, so finally watched it last night. And something that's happening there is he's kind of, the connection with his wife is kind of getting quite stunted. They're not connecting very well. They're on different sides of the world, so they keep kind of like ringing at the wrong time and things like this. And he just starts to feel very, very unappreciated. So they were just kind of showing me a scene from that there as well. Okay, the fault line. The fissure, the crack, the weak link. Imagine walking across a frozen lake that begins to crack before your eyes. No matter how optimistic and brave you might be, panic ensues. You become fearful and tense and long for stable ground. Such is the energy of the fault line. So now they're giving me like referencing Tangled again. So the sustainer energy, they want to stick with what they know. They're scared of getting out of the box, but there's a lot of good stuff out of the box. But as Rapunzel leaves the tower, she keeps having these moments of like having a bit of a breakdown over it and like really doubting herself and like getting quite scared, but then she's like having fun like the Knight of Wands, but then getting quite scared again. So it's like almost like a fear of the unknown, perhaps a fear of something that's to come. Longing for stable ground, longing to go back to what you know. Such is the energy of the fault line. It is the energy of walking on eggshells. Perhaps you feel like you're walking on eggshells in a relationship, of precarious dynamics, of sensing what is ready to break open into chaos. It's likely this cracking open is overdue, as fault lines develop slowly and naturally from underlying elemental pressures. This card comes as a potent warning not to deny the shakiness that's afoot. It's much better to prepare yourself for change than to walk along the fault line pretending all is well. It's much better to prepare yourself for change than to walk along the fault line pretending all is well. There is no easy fix for the situation at hand. It will require a foundational shift that alters the current dynamics from the ground up. When light, redefining reality, breaking open. When dark, precariousness, pretending and delusion. Go deeper. Dance to Everything is Broken by Bob Dylan. I've been getting that through actually this week. I think I've got it twice in this set of readings. In Japanese, kintsugi pottery. I mentioned this, I swear I mentioned this in Capricorn's reading yesterday. Could have been Sag. In Japanese kintsugi pottery, gold is used to mend cracks. Breaks are thought of as precious rather than something to be hidden. I swear I'm dealing with somebody on the cusp. It is possible that something a loved one said caused a crack in your relationship that has never been mended. Revisit it. The time to heal is nigh. Maybe you need to heal it. You know best. You know your situation best. Use your intuition. Just be wary though because of that. Go and watch that. Was it gaslighting video? And just make sure that you're doing, that you know what you're doing. Okay, make sure you have all the information, that your eyes are wide open. Okay, do what's best for you. Temperance and the Sustainer then. Temperance and the Sustainer, please. Tell me more about why the Temperance is here with the Sustainer. That is in the reverse. What's it going to be? Ace of Swords. Oh, that it could be somebody not speaking the truth, keeping the truth under wraps. Just kind of show you the imagery on this. Swords pointing up symbolize communication. Swords pointing down symbolize non-communication. Yeah, somebody's not communicating something here. It could be leading into a tower moment. Perhaps they're there pretending everything's fine, right? Look at the crack. It looks like a bolt of lightning. These lightnings look like cracks. Somebody may have to communicate something here or cut something out. Swords can also be about taking action, cutting things out, making a move. This figure of 8 here, though, tells me there's something, it's either a universal truth, something that can't be broken. Everything is broken. This can't be broken, something like that. Or it could be, I'm seeing it as the truth being tied up. Again, it came through Capricorn's reading yesterday. My hands are tied. Can be very, very difficult actually to leave relationships, especially if you have children. You know, I'm thinking about all those the cards that showed themselves to me earlier on that I mentioned. If you share a house with somebody, it's like, well, what happens? Can I afford to live on my own? Can I afford to? Who are the children going to live with? Can I pay maintenance? Do I have to pay maintenance? How will I feel being separate from the children if I have to be separate from the children? Like, there's a lot of questions there, isn't there? There's a lot of things to deal with, like, especially financially, and it's all practical things. It's all pentacles, isn't it? So I think a lot of people tend to stay in relationships that are unhealthy because it's so difficult to leave. Okay, Knight of Swords and the Kiss. Knight of Swords and the Kiss. Knight of Swords and the Kiss. What's going on here then? Here's the Mother of Cups. Here's the love. Yeah, gaining strength through a loving connection here. Somebody who expresses love, somebody who has really deep emotions. She's in the upright, she's not over emotional, she's got control over emotions, very expressive, very loving, very nurturing, very gentle. I heard funny. Strength, that's Leo energy. Again, you're getting a fair bit of fire sign in here. Doesn't have to be a fire sign that you're dealing with though. Yeah, I feel like the connection gives you strength. There's something secretive here again, something not being communicated. The moon it implies secretive energy, things that are unknown. It also implies intuition. This person could be very intuitive about your needs, or you could be this person who's very intuitive about somebody else's needs. Six of Swords is a card about leaving a difficult situation, leaving choppy waters behind and moving towards a brighter future, calmer waters. You can see that somebody's kind of been down in the dumps here in this sharp, painful energy at the bottom, but there's a rainbow of hope there leading them out of the darkness, and I feel like it's this connection that's giving them hope. Noticing as well the two moons, again, could be dealing with a Pisces. The moon is a Pisces card, could just represent secrets. It's like the gentle lion as well, right? He's got a rose in his mouth. Again, doesn't have to be necessarily romantic. It could just be a connection, a friend, a very loving, supportive friend who just intuitively knows when you're having a bad day. Maybe they just text you at the right moment, or, you know, they cheer you up when they can sense that you need cheering up, something like this. But yeah, it's very much like the lion is a beast, right? The lion is a fierce creature, a fierce animal, a lot of pride as well with the lion. And maybe this is the thing, maybe they're giving, because it's a card about confidence as well. So maybe this person gives you confidence. They tame the wild side somehow. Or vice versa. Remember, you can always switch the roles around. I'm saying you, but it doesn't necessarily have to be you. You can work out who's who you are and who other people are in this situation. So tell me about the Star and Nectar. What would you like to tell me about the Star and Nectar, please? The Star and Nectar. Ooh, that came flying out. Mother of Pentacles. So yeah, this person, they feel really, really nurturing. I'm seeing it as this person here. Really nurturing. Could already be a mother. Very warm, very compassionate, very grounded, practical. I'm hearing unflustered. So perhaps when there's a bit of chaos happening, everybody else is panicking a bit, this person's quite calm. They just know what to do. Very good listener. Oh, didn't even ask. There's the Emperor, look. Oh, the Emperor with the crack. I'm seeing it as like a crack in the earth beneath the Emperor. So there could be someone here who's set for a bit of a fall. Something's going to shake the foundations a bit here. It could be that you are taking the action to do this. We've got double Emperor. Again, it could be a father or a boss that you're dealing with. Somebody could be a Taurian energy. Aries energy possibly. I see it as Capricorn energy too. But the Emperor is they're very grounded, very dependable, very they take control, they take the lead. Something was trying to come through there, I didn't quite get it. Shut up, I got this. That's what it was. Lana Del Rey, you can be the boss, daddy. Shut up, I got this. So yeah, somebody who takes the lead, somebody who's very passionate, somebody who's very the person to go to, because they're going to have the answers. Again, this is masculine energy, this is feminine energy, but it could be that this is the same person for you. Just take it as it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. But yeah, I'm kind of getting it that this could be you, could be somebody else, but there's somebody here who's coming into the situation with a lot of authority. It could be that they've gained some confidence from a connection, and now they're stepping up and saying, I'm taking control of my own life. They could be bringing in some kind of tower moment. It's like they know that something perhaps is going to crack open. They know that the situation is like walking on eggshells. They know that something's going to happen eventually, so it's almost like they're grabbing the wheel and saying, like, I've got this, I'm taking the lead in this situation, I'm going to steer the ship through this tower moment. A little bit of sneakiness there at the bottom. Foxy Aquarian energy there. I do associate the foxes with your energy at the moment. They come out quite a lot for you. Maybe there's just an Aquarius watching and their favorite animal is a fox, but that is the 7. Interesting actually, the combination. So the 7 could be work with that 8 of Pentacles there. The 7 of Swords, it's quite a sneaky energy. It's just showing you the King of Cups there on the bottom as well. He's been showing himself quite a lot. It's a sneaky energy. It's the Thief in the Night card, but it represents somebody who is, just to kind of show you as I'm talking about it, it represents somebody who is stealing the swords from a battlefield so that they can't be used against them the next day. So it's slyness with purpose. And I feel like that combination of kind of like they know that this problem's coming, they know that this crack is coming. So it's like they are taking control of the situation so that they aren't hurt by it, if that makes any sense at all. So what is, ooh, I didn't even get to ask the question. Ace of Pentacles. Whoa. So there's this person could definitely be looking for a new start, or it could just be looking for a new project to put their time and effort into. They've been putting the time and effort into something there that hasn't been, there's no reward coming from it. They're not recognized for their efforts. They're a bit tired of being undervalued. So I think they are looking for a new start. It's a very tangible, practical new start. It's like a plan. Could be setting up a new business. I wasn't going to say that, but that was kind of the words were put in my mouth. It could be somebody who's starting a new hobby, which is actually what I was going to say. Planting seeds of something new that can grow. So they're done with one situation. They want to put all the time and effort into this new situation. They're just not communicating it yet. What do I want to ask for here? Tell me about the moon. Why is the moon here, please? Tell me about the moon. Why is the moon here? I don't know why I asked this, because it's always like, the moon. I'm not telling you, it's a secret. Oh, which way up, please? Whoa, good. That's the way I wanted it to be. Yeah, somebody's packing the bags and leaving a situation. Somebody's done with something. They may be trying to sneak out at night, sneak away. It's like they're making plans to leave a situation, to put down the baggage, put down the burdens. They want a new start. They want their luck to come in. It's like, it's my time now to be rewarded for my efforts. The wheel turns, and there's movement, and things change. And it's also associated like with luck, which is why it's those gambling chips there. Okay, wow. Aquarius, tell me about the Mother of Pentacles, because I like the Mother of Pentacles in this reading. Sometimes I like her, sometimes I don't. She's secretive. I did it off camera. I'm gonna do it on camera. Like, it flipped and hid. Who flipped and hid? Who's being secretive? Who is the Queen of Pentacles? It's the Empress, and she's gonna sit there next to the Emperor. Oh yeah, it could definitely be you coming into your power, taking control of your life. But I ask, who's the Mother of Pentacles? So this could be, oh, look at what's on the bottom as well, the star. So double clarification there. Oh my God, the Knight of Cups, Page of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups, 6 of Wands, 10 of Cups. Oh my goodness. This looks so good. This is like success, happiness, an equal partnership, productivity, having everything you can need on a tangible level, a lot of passion and creativity. It's very new though. It feels very new and exciting. The Knight of Cups coming in with your heart on your sleeve, like, and he's wearing Converse. Like, if you want somebody to come towards you, you want them to be wearing Converse, right? So, oh, excited, so excited. This looks really good. The Empress is a beautiful card. It's the counterpart of the Emperor. So the Emperor is like, shut up, I got this. The Empress is, she's as powerful as the Emperor. Again, doesn't have to be male and female. It's more about the role that they play. So the Emperor is the person who takes the lead, who puts things into action, who controls in a good way. Right? They kind of know what they're doing. Very, very nurturing. It's coming through today as the sustainer energy, the person who takes the action, who makes things work, who steers the ship, who holds things together. The Empress is expansion energy. She's supportive energy. So you've got this person here who is coming through in this very supportive role, but they are it came through yesterday in Capricorn's reading. It's like the Tanaquil and the Tarquin, Tarquinius, I think he's called. The Tarquinius, I'm sure it's Tanaquil and Tarquinius. I'm sure it's Tarquinius. I may be getting mixed up. A lot of the kings had the similar names, but he was He was one of the kings of Rome. Yes, Rome had kings. They had kings, then they had the democracy, and then they had emperors. So, yeah, emperors. But he was one of the first kings of Rome. There were like 6 or 7. I am so bad at remembering the subject matter of my degree. But he wasn't even from Rome. He was like an outsider, and he wasn't respected by the community, his land, his people, his community wasn't respected. There was no growth there. So he had to leave his homeland on the advice of his wife, Tanaquil, who was like this noble woman. But she had this kind of like psychic connection as well. She could interpret the like flight patterns of birds. She could interpret signs from the gods, basically. So she was kind of like a high priestess empress. But she was like, right, no, we've got to go because you're not getting anywhere here. We're going to go to this other place where I can see a bright future for you. And as they were traveling there, I think it was like an eagle swooped around and kind of I think it placed something on his head, and she was like, you're going to be the king. You're going to be the king of Rome. And he was like, what? Yeah. But it's like her support that made him believe he could do it. So he started petitioning people. Loads of people supported him, and he did become the king of Rome. So Tanaquil, she's not passive, she's active, she's actively supportive, she's actively encouraging, she's actually actively inspiring. And the Empress is about growth and expansion. So it's like she's got this pregnancy symbolism, could be indicating pregnancy. So be careful if you don't want to get pregnant. This is a sign to say that you're very fertile, or somebody's very fertile. I'm seeing fertile ground. I don't know if that, like, perhaps you've been somewhere where the ground is dry and cracked. I don't know why it's coming through as ground. This person's in a desert, but then the ground becomes very, very fertile. So there's something to that. So somebody could be doing something literally with, because this is a sustainer card. Sorry, I'm just getting loads of weird side messages. Somebody could be doing something literally with land. It's like there could be a patch of land that could be bought quite cheaply because it's not very fertile, but somebody knows how to make it fertile. Mycelium. It's like somebody can see the potential of it. So it could literally be ground and like some kind of business, like growing mushrooms, or like I don't know, but there's something to that. Something there. They could need to travel, perhaps. This reading is a little bit bonkers today. No wonder you've not been able to sleep. No wonder I wasn't able to sleep. Okay. I'm not always this scatterbrained. There's just something about the energy at the moment. Like, I think it's because those big planets are about to shift. Like, a lot of readers have gone a little bit bonkers. Like, I know Awakening to Spirit's been having some stuff. Sand Tarot has been getting some weird things. Okay. Tell me about the Emperor. We always like to hear about the Emperor. The Fool. Somebody's about to... No, doesn't mean somebody's a fool. It means somebody's about to take a leap of faith. Ooh. Could be worried about gossip. The 3 of Cups in the reverse can mean gossip for me. It also means a situation where people aren't getting along. People aren't... It's not this person's tribe. It's not this person's... somebody's not where they should be. So they're taking a big leap of faith. Trusting God or the universe, whatever you want to call it, trusting fate to catch them if they take this leap of faith, if they fall, because I think they know that they've got to move. They know that a situation is about to break, so they know that they've got to take some sort of action here. The Emperor is taking action, taking a leap of faith, trusting their good luck, trusting fortune, because they know that the situation, it's like maybe people are starting to fight, maybe there's some kind of discord, and the Knight of Wands there confirming again. So funny how the underlying is really important at the moment. Again, 6 of Swords, moving on to calmer waters. 8 of Pentacles, putting the work in where it's appreciated, doing something over and over again. Yeah, okay. How much time do I have left? Yeah, I've got some time. I've got a bit of time. What do you want to tell me from this pack? What's the most important thing you can tell me from this pack? Thank you. 9 of Materials. Oh, that's somebody being quite independent. and the Nine of Emotions, you've got 2 9s. I'm going to take it again. The bottom of the deck, that Knight is up there again. I'm going to take it. Hierophant, 8 of Materials. Yeah, a lot. Right. So I think the reason why we keep seeing this Knight of Wands is this is kind of empowering the Emperor. This is what we see. But behind the Emperor is like, whoa, passion, action, somebody taking the lead, somebody going for their dreams, somebody taking a leap of faith, taking a risk, galloping really fast towards something that feels like a hope, a dream, a wish, following the passions. You know, the Knight of Wands is the most spontaneous, passionate, action-based character card, and you've got it 3 times. This is like jet fuel. This is jet fuel underneath this Emperor. Maybe you are taking a flight somewhere, jet fuel, right? And you've got 2 9s. 9s are all about dreams and wishes and really positive energy. The 9 of Materials and the 9 of Cups, that is so good. Like, the Emperor has this behind them. The Empress has this behind them. So this is like, it's exciting. So the nine of Pentacles, the 9 of Materials, is a card about having the ability to stand on your own 2 feet, not be codependent, to be strong on your own, to have you have the capability to take the lead in your own life and not be reliant upon other people. And that doesn't mean you can't work with other people. It doesn't mean you can't be in a relationship. It just means there's no codependency. You can create your own material wealth or material comfort. It's a very practical card. You're good at you can do stuff on your own in a practical sense. The 9 of Cups, these 2 cards are beautiful together. I can't believe they come out together. The 9 of Cups is about knowing how to make yourself happy, not needing anyone else to make you happy. It's like you've realized something about yourself. You've got some kind of self-acceptance, self-confidence. You know that if you fall down, if you have a bad day, you can pick yourself back up again. You know how to do it. So this isn't saying you're going to be happy forever. It's saying that you don't rely on other people for happiness. You create your own happiness. You know how to stabilize your own emotions. You know how to pick yourself up when you fall back down. So just very strong, independent, confident energy of somebody who is a whole person by themselves. So the Empress has this ability. The Emperor has this ability. So they're both strong independently. They're not codependent. So when they do come together, they boost each other up. They don't rely on each other. It's not like, it's not unbalanced in any way. There's 2 very, very powerful, very strong people coming together, absolutely bossing up. Now, if this isn't 2 different people for you, this could be 2 separate sides of yourself, your yin energy and your yang energy. You could be incorporating the feminine and the masculine aspects of yourself to really become like a superhero, like a superpowered person. If it is a relationship and it's an Emperor and Empress, that's like divine counterparts, perfect match, like a power couple, because they're so strong. So when they come together, it's like boom, out of this world. You know, I always say that, like, you can have the 10 of Cups or the 9 of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups or the 10 of Pentacles with another person, with a group of people, and you can like help each other and support each other. But I always say, like, if you get an Emperor and Empress with the 9 of Pentacles and the 9 of Cups, then you've got like the 18 of Cups, the 18 of Emotions. It's like happiness beyond happiness, like practicality, like just beyond practicality. It's very, very powerful energy. So let's read these, because I'm definitely going to run out of time if I keep waffling. I'm going to stop and restart just to squeeze that extra bit of time out of this reading. It's like, if you've ever had anyone in your life saying you're not good enough, you always make mistakes, you couldn't make it on your own, you need me. This is you like, hell no, I am out of here. I am out of here like a rocket, and I'm standing on my own 2 feet, and I am going to make my dreams come true on my own. I don't need anyone. Very Aquarian energy, actually. Don't tell an Aquarius they can't do something. That little rebellious spirit will come out. Okay. The vibration of success, self-made wealth, independence, enjoying time alone, the fruits of your labour, security and comfort, lavishness, contentment, sophistication, status, prosperity. My heart is racing. The brim of joy. The muse pours blessings into the present, because the protective facade of the hard-working Nine of Materials has finally dropped away. Her gritty mask faded as soon as she realised that her own internal light was the only way to infinite safety and success she craved. She didn't need to fake this status or covet this prosperity. She simply had to step into her garden of creature comforts after doing the work required. She did the work, happily, and now her harvest is here. The muse wants you to dance and rejoice in this type of success. Know who you are, in essence, and the world will respond in kind. Find contentment and radiate with purpose, vitality, presence, and with so much love. Walking in the world as nothing but yourself and doing things your way, with your heart, will create a funnel for material magic and success. Come down. I just broke down and ruined it there. Come dance with me in my field full of flowers. I will give you my infinite love. Come radiate here with your essential being and be showered with me from above. Oh, it's so cute. I love this deck. This, if you wanted to pick up a deck and you like this one, it's the Muse Tarot by Chris Ann. It's the messages are lovely in it. So it's a bit of a variation on a tarot deck, but it has all the same cards. They just have like a slightly different interpretation, slightly different name. So this is the Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups, but she calls it the Nine of Materials and the Nine of Emotions. Very similar though, but the messages are gorgeous, very positive. A gift from the universe, dreams manifested, enjoying your rewards, fulfillment and satisfaction, gifts and a positive message from spirit. Prompt, rainbow recognition. Rainbow there. Like the rainbow on that card. It's like you've meditated your way up to the rainbow out of that darkness. Sometimes it's as simple as floating. The universe doesn't gift beautiful endings to those who simply have talent, confidence, faith, or wisdom. It grants them to those who are brave enough to go after what they want. The belief that's needed? Only that you are enough to begin. You don't need to be totally there yet to know that you are worthy, loved, and whole. Just put one foot in front of the other. That was a key message from Capricorn's reading again. Just put one foot in front of the other. When you wish your dreams to life, how big are you making them? Are they luminescent enough to keep you going when things get a little dark? Do they light the way when you forget why you wanted them in the first place? Remember, it can be easy. That it is easy. You too have everything you need to reach out and accept this gift from the universe. It's not other, it's yours. Make a choice to go get it because your gift is on the way. A tasted life of wishes brings the ups and downs of joyful strings. And after all my learning sings, my satisfied rewards forth spring. Nice. Right, let's get you a proper advice card from this deck. Sorry, Empress, I just bumped into you there. Maybe you're just going to bump into your Empress or your Emperor. You know, you're just out doing what you love, and then it's like, boom, this person's just put in front of you by the universe. Like, here's your absolute equivalent. Right, okay. Best advice, please. Okay. Oh! Well, there we go. Between worlds. Yeah, you're taking that step. You're taking that step one step out of a time to get out of a situation that's been dark, it's been difficult, but you're moving towards the things that power you up, that make you feel like you're being brought to life, right? That make you feel like you're living life in full colour. It is one step at a time. You may have slip-ups, but it's okay. Just keep going. Keep your goals, your dreams. You've got the star card twice right. Keep your dreams in your heart. Keep your eyes on the prize. Look to the stars. Keep moving forward, even when things fail. Failure is a life lesson. Failure, you can revisit how you see failure. If you see failure as like, I failed, I should give up, that's not a growth mindset. Sorry, this is my teaching things coming back into play. It's but when you see failure as a feature, I think that came through for somebody's reading a while back. Failure as a feature, failure as a positive because it teaches you something. It teaches you how to get back up. It teaches you how not to fall down again in the next time. It teaches you what to avoid. It teaches, yeah, I think teaching you how to get up, that is one of the most powerful lessons. If you can teach your kids how to get back up when they fail, that's probably the most valuable thing that you will ever teach them. How to keep the goals in sight, how to keep going, how to keep taking baby steps when everything feels overwhelming. You know, that's how you create an emperor. The emperor fails. This is the thing. It's not like the emperor just has this brilliant, blessed life where they, you know, everything that ever happens to them is always good. No, they just know how to pick things back up. They know how to gather all the pieces of a broken situation and put them into something new. The emperor fails and succeeds despite failing. The emperor sees failure as a lesson, as a challenge. Okay, co-create and go the distance. So leopards could be very important for you at the moment. Cheetahs, leopards, whatever you want to call them. A leopard never changes its spots. Well, this one does. This one does. Maybe someone said that about you. A leopard never changes its spots, and you're like, just watch me. Also, the owl. Probably not a coincidence that I've got an owl cup today. So owls could be something to do with, maybe you need to get more knowledge about something. But co-create, here we go. Emperor and Empress, they don't codepend, they co-create. Let's have a look here. What do we have? 40. Okay, co-create. Essential meanings: creativity, art, inspiration, fruition, manifestation. I'm going to read the relationship message because it's co-creating, it's a relationship. Connections of the heart serve to inspire you, opening up to new ideas you could never have come to on your own. You are looking in a mirror held up by the experience and seeing yourself in an unexpected way. That's exactly what I said, isn't it? Who's a good tarot card reader? Who is this extraordinary being looking back at you? You are going to be so happy that you kept your heart open. Your love is a unique work of art now, the very embodiment of beauty. I'm going to read the prosperity message as well. Flashes of inspiration give rise, this is about career, flashes of inspiration give rise to great success when you receive this message. You are at your most creative now, and whatever you apply yourself to will lead to fruition of your dreams. Remember that all your ideas are channeled from a higher source. You create your reality in partnership with spirits. The potential for manifestation is unlimited now. Revel in its vastness. This is saying, like, this is the time, Aquarius, for you to make your dreams come true. Perhaps because Jupiter's moving into your sign. Jupiter is the sign of luck and abundance and growth. So yeah, you could see at the end of December, things might really start looking up for you. It's like, go for it. Absolutely go for it, Aquarius. Now is the time. Especially if you feel like something's been falling apart, it's like time to like race off like this horse and this cheetah and like race towards the things that you want. Put yourself first, maybe, for once. Endurance, strength, the long haul, the oracle message. To bring your dream to life, you must think long term and pay no attention to the fluctuations in the current of your experience. Joy and disappointment commingle with opportunities, so there's no need to fear the occasional obstacle. That's what I was saying. Life is not a sprint. This card is a reminder that you have endurance, strength, and fortitude to carry you all the way. That's how you become the emperor or the empress. Remain true to yourself. Your authenticity alone will keep you in alignment with the energy of miracles. What is yours will never be withheld from you. Remember that. Okay, Aquarius, I hope that was helpful to you. I'm going to show you that so you can pause and read it yourself. I don't have time to read it, but maybe you want to. If you want to read the relationship message and the prosperity message there as well, why not? I hope that was helpful to you. Leave me a like if you like, subscribe if you haven't already, share this with your friends if they are an Aquarius or you think it's their story, if you think it will help them. And yeah, leave me a comment if anything particularly resonated. If you want to come in as a stealth watcher and not admit that you're watching tarot card videos, that's totally okay with me as well. I totally understand. Do take care, and I will be back with you again soon. Bye bye, Aquarius.